So, I'm really struggling to find something to make. I'm not a perfectionist, believe me, I'd almost rather that compared to what my current situation is. I feel like I have to make something different. And that doesn't mean original, that means emotional. If anybody here doesn't know, there was a movie that released back in April or so called Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. For a brief summary, its plot and content are exactly what the title is. It's about a middle-aged woman who has to save the entire multiverse from an interdimensional being who can travel between every multiverse in existence. Well, as much as that sounds like a new Matrix, or maybe even a new Wrinkle in Time, but with a better Rotten Tomato score, like a way, way better Rotten Tomato score, it turned out to be so much more than that. I watched the movie in theaters after a family member wanted to go see it, without having watched any trailers or having any sort of information about the movie other than, it's gonna be like Doctor Strange 2, but independently made, so probably like a lot better. To give you some context of what happened in that theater, I walked in completely blind, and walked out absolutely destroyed, but opened. Alright, let's face this quickly. I'm a crier when it comes to film. Not that I cry to a bunch of movies, it's that I only try and watch the films that do make people cry. Mind you, that tends to not be the sad ones, surprisingly enough. I'm talking A Silent Voice, Homestay, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, Always and Forever, Part 3. But I cried more than 10 minutes straight watching Everything Everywhere All at Once. Why is that? Well, I can't give spoilers, but let's just say it hit me not in all the feels, but it hit me in a place that hurt double as much because of the content and philosophies that I love and hold dear to me. So you know Avengers Endgame, correct? If you don't, then screw you for spoilers. It's literally been 3 years ago. And it's also the biggest movie of all time. Like, what the hell have you been watching? As almost everyone knows, the climax of the film includes everybody from the previous, 22 movies showing up to fight Purple Guy, but Giga Chad, and one giant, spectacular, culminating story finale that didn't forget to include anybody. Okay, maybe a few people, but anyway, picture that feeling you got when you saw all those portals open, when you saw everyone charging forwards together. Got it? Alright. Now think of the game Undertale. And no, not you, the Undertale that made us all fall in love with it. Yeah, there it is. Now, for those of you who don't know anything about Undertale past, haha, funny meme Skeleton Man song, that game is actually a game that utilized choice in a manner that changed how games in the industry were looked at forever. Unlike other games, it gave you the chance to not fight the monsters you face, but instead talk to them, reason with them, but more importantly, love them, become their friend, and try to understand them. It's incredibly beautiful to watch it all play out in its finale, but I'm going to be a bit more touchy on spoiling that since most people will know the meme of the game and not the story. And that is incredibly well played out, in which all the characters who you've helped over your time playing together help you in saving one more soul from, well, fear.
God, it's raining stars! Fuck!
Now these two scenes are different and the same. Both are culminated by the sheer amount of characters, or memories, from any scenes prior. However, Undertale succeeds in giving its players something deeper, something far more meaningful than what Endgame accomplishes. It shows you how love and kindness are what got you to that point, how being with people, helping people, meeting people, and getting helped by people is what brought you and all these people to this point. Now back to Everything Everywhere All at Once. In the climax of the film, everything comes together much like Undertale and Endgame. Its morals actually are quite alike to Undertale's, with love and kindness and appreciation of all the weird and wacky yet indescribably lovable things of life, and how nothing is unlovable.
You're not unlovable.
You're not unlovable!
What are you talking about?
There is always something to love.
I'm not saying anything else because you should just watch the flipping movie yourself, but from the moment I walked out of that theater to this day today, my idea of life as well as content keeps changing entirely almost every day. And the reason on why that is due to the fact that I've always thought that love and kindness used in a film or a show to help heal or save someone or something from darkness or from nihilistic tendencies rather than to defeat them has always been incredibly beautiful to me, and will continue to be for the rest of my life. And even before these films, I always wanted to create something of my own that could match that culminating strength, that final, powerful, loving magnum opus to tell everybody I know and love not just how much I love everything, but how everything around us is here to be loved. And now that message is out there for everyone to see and for everyone to understand, and I just feel like whatever I make just cannot be enough for myself unless it's something about that love, about the beauty of everything in the world it's set in. That could be Earth, our universe, the multiverse, someone's mind, the afterlife, whatever. It just needs to hit that scale for it to want to be worked on, so I've been stuck. All I know now is that whatever content I make, it has to hit that bar, that standard in my head. Heck, it could even be something so random and uncalled for, but clearly has a lot of work put into it. Oh, wait.